Hey Detroit, it's your girl Tina with Spectacle Society. Where are my big-headed people at? I deal with the same issue, and I will tell you from years working in different opticals, lots of places don't think to stock for a bigger size, or at least when they do, they only bring in like three basic boring options: a black, a tortoise, maybe a gunmetal, if you're lucky, like a deep navy, but barely navy, right? And here at Spectacle Society, we are invested in helping you feel amazing in your eyewear, helping you project who you are to the world in your glasses, regardless of your gender representation, your size, your ability, your skin tone, your facial features, any of those things. We want to be here to help you find something that makes you feel amazing. And so with that in mind, I wanted to show you some of the bigger pieces that we have so that you know that there's more here than just the basics and you have options, okay? Because that's so empowering to know that you have options, right? So this is a new piece from Kirk. Absolutely loving this. Very gender neutral, so no matter what your gender representation is, this is a really killer piece. Loving this, like, it's called Juniper, and it's kind of like this cross between an olive and maybe a sage. There's a little yellowiness in there. I'm not quite sure exactly how to define it, but I'm loving it, and could really work as a more of a neutral, but like an amped up neutral, right? And then I brought it in Capri, which is one of my favorite colors. So if you are feeling a bolder, more vibrant kind of a representation, I think this would be a really great option. And this is definitely a bigger fit. And I'm going to show you a few more by them just so you have an idea of some of the range of what I've got in the larger sizes of Kirk. I have this bad boy. Now this is definitely big on me, you can see, but it is a killer piece. This is completely crystal. I also have it in a cherry red. It is stunning and comfortable. As a big pair, it is so comfortable because it's made of acrylic. It's a fifth of the weight of traditional acetate. So you can rock something bigger like this and still get that lightweight feel. And then I also have this one, which I kind of love. This is a sort of a modern take. There we go, that double bar here. And then I love this green. This jade color is just, I'm all about it. And again, regardless of how you represent your gender, I think this could be a really killer pair, and it fits a larger face, which I love. So comfortable, lightweight, vibrant in color, just so many great options with Kirk. You know that I wear them personally. So I'm gonna show you some more classic ideas, modern classics, let's say, with Nine Eyewear. So Nine Eyewear absolutely has lighter weight pieces. So take a look at this bad boy. This is a Ticurion acetate with a beta titanium temple. The temple is lightweight and flexible, which is wonderful. Nine Eyewear also has the ability to extend out and give you a slightly extended temple if you need it. So we can always have something custom done like that. And I'm going to show you that on this other pair from them that I really love. So most temples, when you look at them, kind of go straight here. And Nine Eyewear has created this temple that allows for a little bit more headroom, which I really love. It's something that's so ingenious, right? Because sometimes we don't need it to fit wider here, but we do need a little bit more here. And they have designed that. And every single frame that they have weighs no more than 9 grams. Again, this is a much bigger size for me, but really, really comfortable. This weighs like nothing. You put it on, it feels so light, so comfortable. And you've got sort of that clean, modern aesthetic with this that could be really fantastic. They also do sunglasses, and I wanna show you a larger sunglass from them, which is just gorgeous. It is a slightly more squared off version of an aviator, and I am just in love with this. This is so slick. Like, there's something really fantastic about the clean metal here going to the black temple tip and just the comfort. I love the shine on this. I just think this is a really stunning piece, and it fits a larger head. It definitely fits me. It can fit larger as well. I am in love with it and so comfortable. And again, sunglasses like the regular glasses only weigh 9 grams. So pretty freaking fantastic. And I'm gonna show you some, speaking of fantastic, I'm gonna show you some LA Eyeworks, which are really fun. So LA Eyeworks, plays a lot with color and texture, and there are always lots of options, but I want you to take a look at this. You know, from further back, it looks more like a tortoise, but when I get closer, take a look at the blue in there. Is that gorgeous or what? That mottled blue. So it takes sort of more of a classic shape that would fit a larger face and amps it up just a little bit, gives you a little more, which is so exciting. Now, if you want to go a little bit more conservative, you can, and there are other color options, but I'm going to show you some of the fun stuff because you know we can find conservative almost everywhere. But take a look at this. Very classic shape, but we are playing with navy, crystal, gray. We've got this gradient going on, so there's some interest in the front, but still keeping it to a very like classic silhouette, right? We've got this really gorgeous idea, and this fits a larger head, which is amazing. You want to go a little bit more fun. I love this one. For me, it's even a little bit big on me, but I absolutely adore it. I love the shape itself. You can see all of the whimsy in just the sort of like almost bubbling cloud shape going on. And then the color in these, if you can tell, has like crystal and teal and black in there. There's just some gorgeous textures going on. Really such a beautiful piece. Can you see that on the temple? Really lovely. So really fun things. And then one of my favorite new sunglasses, it's a limited edition sunglass from them, is actually a larger piece, which is fantastic. I adore this. Now, part of the thing I love about this is take a look at this. Love it. So we can do a dark lens here, or we can do a lighter lens like this is, and then we can turn it down. Yeah, and you've got that, you can see the reflection because there's a mirror in there, but I mean, really stunning. I love this piece. It's so unique. And it's definitely a much bigger fit, which I love. Super comfortable, just kind of a fun option. And I'm gonna scale it down just a little bit and show you some more of our classic pieces. So, you know, classic doesn't necessarily have to mean boring, and we carry a line called retrospects that are actually historic pieces of eyewear from the 1920s to the 1970s that have been expertly restored by master craftsmen, and these are pieces that have never been worn or purchased by anybody, so they are technically brand new and just restored and making sure that they're in killer shape. Now this is a larger piece. It's actually even a little big on me, but it is a piece from they made during the 1950s and 1960s. So you've got those sort of real classic embellishments on the front and the side where the actual hinges connect to the frame. And this is a classic acetate. And you know, this is just a gorgeous way to take a more basic idea, but amp it up with a vintage style, right? Like this gives you a different aesthetic, and that in itself is really interesting. And I'm gonna show you another one, and I think I have one that's even bigger than this, but in this softer gray. Again, this is, I believe, a 1960s piece, if I'm correct. You've got your embellishments on front and side, which are really classic for that time. You've got a little bit of a thicker bridge, that articulation right here. You can kind of see that little angle there. I love this. So you're getting a very neutral color, but you're amping it up a little bit with going with a more historic design. And I'm going to show you some bevel, because bevel does some really gorgeous classics as well. So bevel tends to have some beautiful titanium pieces. I'm going to show you this one first. I love this. It is a bigger fit, definitely. You've got this gorgeous sort of bricky red color and then almost a putty color behind it. I think this is a fantastic way to take your frame game up a notch, right? Just add a little bit of color, shape still feels comfortable and easy, really great, and fits a larger face. And because it is a titanium, it's incredibly lightweight. But this shape, I've been kind of loving a lot lately. So this is a blue, and it's backed with sort of a coral, almost peachy coral color. So when you look down and you look around, you kind of see a little bit of what's going on. It gives a depth and dimension to the frame, and the way that the color is polished, you really have this jewel tone experience with the blue that gives us this richness that is really wonderful to wear. And then they also have some gorgeous classics. So here's a blue, but not quite as deep as navy, right? With a soft gray behind it, really easy to wear. So I hope this inspires you to come in and check out our selection of bigger glasses. I really want everybody to find a pair that they feel amazing in. So when you're ready, book your appointment, spectaclesocietydetroit.com. We'll see you soon, Detroit.